John Dorsey always called the decision to hire a new head coach of the Cleveland Browns the most important decision of his career. He said that every night that he drove away from Berea after Hugh Jackson had been fired and the Browns were getting ready to select a new head coach, he would drive from Berea to the east side and the pressure would build up on him to make sure that he got the right choice. It was that big a decision. That decision obviously was Freddie Kitchens. That decision blew up on Kitchens, and now it's blown up on John Dorsey too. And it signals a big change inside the Browns organization right now. Obviously, another house cleaning at a very unsettling time, at a very competitive time in the NFL offseason, because the Browns aren't the only team, obviously, looking for a new head coach. And so the lack of stability is a problem for the Browns as head coaches look at them. Never mind the Browns looking at the head coaching candidates. Coaches look in and see an unsettling situation inside the organization. But there's also a new trend going on right now in the NFL, and that is that a head coach now joining a new team obviously looks and says, if I'm going to coach the team, I want to have a lot of say about the team. And I want to have people beside me, maybe even as a GM, that I hand select to make sure that we're in step. And so that became, I think, a stumbling block for John Dorsey. As they go out and seek a guy like Josh McDaniels of the New England Patriots, McDaniels, wherever he goes, is going to have somebody, a lieutenant, alongside of him. And therefore, a guy like John Dorsey in the position of general manager, the way he was with the Cleveland Browns, would become a stumbling block, a roadblock to making clear and fluent choices by a head coaching candidate like Josh McDaniels. And I think that's where the problem arose in the wake of the firing of Freddie Kitchens and the Browns ownership, Dee and Jimmy Haslam, not being pleased at all with what happened this past season at 6-10 and what happened on the field and what happened off the field. It was a turbulent, fracas, chaotic situation with the Browns, something that the ownership saw then spill out onto the playing field, and it didn't work. And so Kitchens wasn't going to be the only fall guy. Dorsey was going to have to answer for it too, and I think John, at the very, very most, was going to get a lesser role inside the Browns organization, and so it was time to cut ties for him and for the team. So now the next thing is, who is going to be in charge, and what head coaching candidate is going to be attracted to this position under the current state of affairs inside the Browns organization?